And we are live. Welcome to the Poultryizer. My co-host here today is Mr. Sunshine. You probably know him for his videos and his articles on Hearthstone Players, which I also wrote for. So we've been in contact for a while. So it's good to finally have him on our stream. Do you have your own stream or?
I don't yet. I have. I'm planning on eventually. I was thinking about that today actually. I want to do a little streaming. I think the issue is I have 2 kids, and then it's a matter of when do I find the time. But I think soon. I'll maybe like a week, every other week or something. I'll just like come in just for a few minutes, stream for an hour or 2, and just vanish, and probably don't go much further than that.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely, and when you stream, you can also make videos. That's how we started, right? That's how me and Merps, we just did like 1 arena coup a week, because we were like, that's all the time we have for that. And we've expanded since then, but that's definitely like, we only did 1 a week for like 4 months. So it's definitely like a good way to like get your feet in the water and kind of see like whether it's something that's good, because it's a ton of work. Like when I first started streaming, I was like, oh, how hard could it be? I just play video games. But you have to like talk to chat, you have to set up this like OBS thing,
talk to those people.
People who watch
play video games to not talk to people. Why do I have to talk to them after?
Yeah. But no, it's been actually like a really positive experience, especially when we started with the Poultryizer and we started to get more feedback and to do these co-host things with other people in the community.
Sure.
Okay, so we're doing Priest today.
I won't let you down.
So tell us why you want to pick Priest, because I gave you the choice between Druid, Paladin, and Priest, which is what queued up. So why don't you talk a little about the GVG Priest?
Well, I mean, I feel like Priest in some ways is maybe less changed than some of the other classes. I think that Priest is obviously the hero power is so strong to be able to preserve your own board that it's one of those classes that if you can stick some things on the board and they can't deal with it, usually, I mean, you can win at that point. I mean, you can just keep snowballing that advantage and move forward. I think that it's a more comfortable class for me. I think it's one of my stronger classes in the arena. And then I think that it's just I don't know. I think there's a lot of new. I mean, even the new cards are pretty strong. The Shrinkmeister is obviously very good. We have the Shadow Boxer. Like they got a lot of new tools for the early game, which I know was their weakness in the past. So I'm okay. I think I didn't have anything against the other 2. I mean, Paladin, I think, is probably... It was already strong. I know Mage is arguably the strongest, but I think that Paladin is now giving them a run for their money.
Yeah.
I think there's so many times where, like, they can have... Against the Paladin, you sometimes roll the dice and just hope that they don't have, Muster for Battle or, coined out 2-drop and then an Argent Protector. They have so many tools in the beginning of the game, and of course they're 4-drops. But I just felt, good old reliable Priest.
Yep. No, I feel the same way. I'm getting. We were just talking earlier. I had a Priest run last night that went 12-1, and the deck was like this ridiculous deck. And Priest has these ridiculous cards where if you like get offered all of them, you're going to go really, really far, almost regardless of what your opponent does. Like if you curve out well, and then you have all of these just amazingly high tempo, like one-on-one removals. You have draw engines. You can heal yourself. Valen's Chosen is like generally a 2-for-1, if not just. Yeah. It controls the game if you manage to play it on turn 3 or you coin it out for on turn 2. It's just such incredible tempo.
Yeah.
And when you get a deck like that, it kind of plays itself to a very easy victory. So hopefully we'll get the same luck here. Priest has never been like one of my strongest classes. In fact, I think it's always one of my weakest classes compared to like other people. Like I do okay with it, but I feel like a lot of, especially like Infinite Arena players, used to be very good with Priest also. It kind of fits the general mode of like a thinking player, like you're trying to stall for the end, games are longer, you have more decisions to make, you can let your skill shine more than the RNG. But for some reason, it just never quite, I think, fit my playstyle as well. But now in GVG, it kind of, like, Priest kind of flipped, I think. Where now Priest is very heavy tempo. Like, it used to have a problem of getting on the board. Now the entire game is for the Priest to get on the board. Because just like before, you can't take a Priest off the board when he's on there. You can remove almost any other class with your GVG cards off the board, but a priest that's on the board with 2 minions will never go away. He'll heal, he'll buff, like it's not happening. You've lost the game at that point unless you can deal lethal very quickly.
I don't think there's a more desperate feeling when you're against a priest and you're behind and they have those minions that you're just like, well, anything I play in my hand right now, he's going to clear and he can still heal it up again. It's like you get burned down.
Just free card advantage in the late game, so you could build the tempo now. So now priest is coming more to like how I like to play the game. So I'm coming around to priest.
Yeah, I know you're the king of tempo, and I've actually been trying to switch things around a little bit because I think I've had a bit of a challenge. I think that GVG has kind of thrown a wrench in some of my. I've had to reassess, I think, and see what is the best play style, and sometimes pushing it. Be pretty useful.
It's true. Like I keep hearing people say, Trump's record has kind of like fallen off a cliff since GVG happened, and I don't know if he's adjusted yet. But in the beginning, it was like kind of like culture shock for him, which makes sense because he was like the king of value. That's most of his plays are value based. But there is still a place for like value based. Like I mean, Educated Collins, which we had on, yesterday, we've had on before, is like a huge value player, and he's still averaging like high 6s or even 7. I don't know what his exact average is, but definitely like an infinite level. And he plays very heavy like control value style, so it can definitely still work.
Yeah, definitely. It's the trick, I think, of knowing when you can flip that switch sometimes based on what the game is looking like, and when it's like, what is your deck and how many cards do you have, and when is it like, I can't really play the long game against this person, I have to start pushing, or I'm perfectly happy to sit back.
Yep. And as the priest, you're generally pretty happy to sit back. So we're going to start with you have my screen, right? Like
I do
see my screen. Okay. So I think this is unless you have extremely good experiences with Light of Naru, which I think is a great card, but it's not beating an Azure Drake, is it?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I have not actually used Light of the Naru that much in Arena yet, so I'm interested in the card. I think that it's better than I initially thought, and it obviously has some synergies with like Soul Priest. Or I guess apparently if you can heal the face, you also summon a Light Warden.
Yeah.
I mean, or if you kill something with it by, if you flip it with a Soul Priest, you can still summon it. But I mean, it's definitely better.
Really, you can kill someone with it, and it still summons a Light Warden because it says if the target is still damaged, so the target counts as being still damaged even if it's dead.
Yeah, I guess dead is still damaged. Yeah, I don't suppose, but yeah, I think Azure Drake. I mean, it's one of the strongest 5s in general. And that spell damage. Holy Nova. Good with it too.
Alright, another obvious pick.
Pretty straightforward, yep. Shattered Sun. What are your thoughts on Dancing Swords? I mean, I think it's most likely mind control here. And I'm not a huge fan of Dancing Swords in general, especially with Ogre Brute now coming out, and there's a lot of strong 3s when you think of the Dark Cultist for Priest as well. But I mean, do you think that is it worth more now in a tempo-based game with post GVG, or is that Death Rattle just too bad?
So we're actually going to be moving. I already discussed this with Merps. In our tier list, we have Dancing Swords at 30 right now, which is like really low, and that's the same score it's always had in pre-GVG. But I think we're going to move it up a couple points because your opponent drawing cards is less good now. Like we've moved a lot of the like heavy card draw cards down, right? Like sprints, I don't know, Lay on Hands, those cards that like are very anti-tempo but draw you cards down. And Dancing Swords is kind of the same thing. It gives you the tempo and it gives your opponent eventually a card. So that's become very good. And also, 4 damage on turn 3 used to do nothing, right? Like, it was totally pointless. You only needed 3 damage. That's why 2s were as good as anything else. But now, it eats the mech. It eats the spider mech. It trades evenly with the ogre. It can go ahead and kill a tall strider. Like, there are just more things you could be doing with a 3/3 on turn 3.
Right.
So I do think it's getting a slight bump than where we currently have it, but, it's not going to beat a mind control. I love mind control. I'm one of those people that I'm totally comfortable taking 2 mind controls in a deck.
Okay, really? No, I mean, I'm more of a 1 mind control type person, but I think certainly in this case it's an obvious one, and it's great in the end of the game too. I mean, there's nothing that your opponent can do that you don't have at least some counter for. It's the anti-Deathwing.
Yep. And it's just anti-druid. That's what I love. I hate druid against priest. It's like the worst matchup. You can't play your Ironbark. All he has to do is hold one card in his hand, and you're just like unable to play your cards. It's so annoying.
That's a good point.
All right, so here I think we have our first actual decision, which is between Thoughtsteal and Worgen Infiltrator. Which way would you go here?
I generally am not a huge fan of Thoughtsteal. I mean, I think in Constructed there's more value to it just because you know that the enemy has great cards in their deck, so you're going to get probably 2 decent cards. I think in the arena it's more likely that you're going to get a few, 2 drops or 3 drops, which it's not necessarily bad, but it's of course a crapshoot, and I certainly wouldn't want to play it on turn 3. It's more of a late game card in my mind, or if you need to look for some sort of answer. Worgen Infiltrator I think has gotten a bit worse, well, probably from Nax, because I think that Zombie Chow is such a great one drop, especially probably for Priest because you're going slow. But I think I would probably still do Worgen Infiltrator. I'm not as sold on Iron for Grizzly just because I think that I think it's gotten worse as a 3-drop just because there's so many better 3s, especially since we're Priest and have Dark Cultist too.
Yeah, I agree about the Priest and the 3-drops. You just fill up on 3-drops whether you want to or not. Like, it's just going to happen naturally. So would you go with the Thoughtsteal here over the Worgen Infiltrator?
I would go for the Worgen Infiltrator myself.
Okay. Yeah, no, same here. I'm also for the Worgen Infiltrator. Just Priest board control, right? That's the most important thing. So, helps you get on the board. There's a couple more 2-3s, but overall, Worgen Infiltrator still serves its purpose.
And the interesting fact is that once you draft a Worgen Infiltrator, our Mad Bomber drafting percentage chance is going to go up like through the roof. That's just what happens.
Always. Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm going to move Mr. Sunshine's face. I have you. I always forget to do this. I have you right now blocking the actual draft. Okay. Okay. We've moved you. You're good now.
Okay.
You are now blocking nothing.
Awesome.
Okay, so now we have our first bad pick. Definitely not Mogushan. So it's Abusive Sergeant or Elven Archer. Which way would you go here? We don't really have much of a deck to work with in terms of, I don't know where this deck is going. It has kind of one bit of everything, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think the pinging ability for Elven Archer is nice in a class that can't, like us. But at the same time, I think that Abusive Sergeant is probably a stronger card to have. I mean, we can obviously it's good for trading up a little bit, but I guess we're going to be fighting for the board anyways, so the hope is that we have something on the board to give the Abusive Sergeant buff to, and then of course it's a 2/1, better than a 1/1, I suppose. So yes.
Okay, I would normally pick an Elven Archer here just because of this it's like the same point with Abusive Sergeant, right? Educated Collins brought it up last time in terms of Claw. This is in terms of Elven Archer. It's the same idea. Elven Archer does the same thing Claw does, but it's even better in that it doesn't use your hero power, but we're a priest, so we don't care about our hero power. But the idea is that you can split your damage, whereas the Abusive Sergeant can only add damage onto one target. So when you start having multiple targets, the Elven Archer's 1 damage can be split in a much better way than the Abusive Sergeant's 2 damage even. Of course, the body it leaves is much worse. So I would normally go with the Elven Archer because I like that flexibility, right? They make a good trade that has 1 health left. That happens so often. And your Abusive Sergeant isn't doing anything on it. And when you don't have a ping, like this is even worse in my opinion than in the Druid situation because you just have no option to remove it efficiently. So,
all right. I mean, I'd be happy to give that a try. I think that you do have a better record than me in general. So I'm going to take this approach. I'm going to try to.
Oh, am I getting your name wrong, by the way? Is it Mr. Shine instead of Mr. Sunshine?
It is Mr. Shine.
Yep. Mr. Okay, I have definitely gotten it wrong. I am changing your name now. That's why the Reddit post didn't work. I was like trying to link you, and then it just wasn't working. I'm like, what's wrong with this? All right.
I've been called Mr. Sunshine before a lot, so I'm not a problem.
All right. Well, it's Mr. Shine now.
All right, great.
All right, so Elven Archer is what we're going with, but every time we see it, we'll once again try to figure out whether Abusive Sergeant may be better.
Yes, or Claw, if we want to think about that too.
Druid and a Priest with Claw, I think would be pretty good. Light Spawn, Elven Archer, Mind Vision. I think it's a pretty easy choice here. Yeah, we don't have a 4 yet. Light Spawn is great with any of the buffs.
Definitely. We don't have any 2s yet, but it's hard to pass up a Yeti.
Yeah. Priest lives and dies on 2s, but come on, it's a Yeti, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing. Oh, keep going.
I was just saying, I recently did a draft with Warlock where I made a super aggressive one, and I pretty much had no 4s. I think I had like an Argent Commander, Sludge Belcher, and a Molten Giant were like my only late game cards, and I ignored the Yeti a few times, and I felt so bad when I did it. It felt so strange. But
did it work? Did that super
aggro
stuff?
I got 9 and 3, which
nice.
I was pretty pleased about.
Yeah, especially because your overall value was probably pretty low going so fast. Because I mean that's the good part about making an aggro deck, which is that you need cards, but you need a different kind of card. So you can have overall really low value and still get away with it.
Yeah.
And Ratsma did that. I'm sure you saw his video on Reddit. It made like the front page a couple of days ago, where he just basically trolled into a 12 wins of the Paladin deck that had like wisps and angry chickens and whatnot. Apparently that works now. I could tell you that it really didn't work pre-GVG because I tried that.
Yeah, I was a little jealous about that. I was like, makes it look so easy. How does this work?
All right. So now we have a choice. We already have 2 4-drops, so we're not desperate for 4s, especially because there's only pick 8. So I'm definitely leaning away from the Tall Strider. So it's Power Word Shield or Force Tank Max.
2 very different cards.
Yeah.
I was originally down on Force Tank Max. I think I have come up a little bit on it, though. I mean, that Divine Shield. I mean, it's a big thing, of course, and priests are pretty good with having big things. I do like Power Word Shield. It's so hard to say no to a Power Word Shield, though.
Especially when you already have a light spawn.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with the Power Word Shield. It's our first one.
Yeah.
I think we'll probably get big cards later too.
Yeah.
I'm always annoyed when I'm a priest and I end up only with like 2 cards with 6 health or more. I'm just like, come on, what am I doing?
Yeah.
But a Power Word Shield will buff like a normal minion into something that's very healable. So.
Yeah. Like the Worgen Infiltrator will be a 2/3, which I guess isn't great, but
worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Okay. This was pretty obvious.
The death.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Arcane Golem, Pint-Sized Summoner, or a Light Warden?
Oh boy. Well, not a fan of any of these. I think if I would pick one of these, I would personally pick Pint-Sized Summoner. I mean, I guess I think Arcane Golem, I don't think we're going to be bursting anyone down anytime soon as a priest, so I'm not too concerned about that. And of course, you don't want to play it early anyway, so it'd be more of a late game thing.
Yeah.
Light Warden, I feel like I would rather have Light of the Naru than a Light Warden. So, and we already have, I mean, I don't think that's a very good card in general. We already have 2 very cheap 1-drops, so. But Pint Size makes me a little sad.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if they don't remove it, it's amazing. Even for just 1 turn.
Yeah.
But after that, it is a little sad. I think I normally go with a Light Warden, but I've never used Light Warden in the new GVG meta, and I think the meta may be a little faster than Light Warden likes. So I'm okay with going a Pint Size here, because it's also a 2-drop, and we don't have one yet. And as the priest, you don't get enough 2-drops, you just die. Yeah. So I think percentage-wise, we're still doing okay. Like, I'm not scared I'm not going to get enough 2-drop necessarily, but at the same time, it's always good to be a little cautious. So I'll go with the Pint Size here. Oh my god.
Oh, it's back. Oh no. Oh boy.
Alright. Prophead says, also seriously, Adwokta, do you get compensated in Coke cans? I wish. You guys should write Coke and be like, there's a guy, he really wants a sponsorship from Coke. You should pay him a little for all the service he does pimping your products.
Yeah. Just keep stacking them behind you. Get a big.
Yep.
Just keep the.
All right.
Sponsor.
Where would you go here?
Oh, I'd go for Mulligan. Not a fan. I mean, I don't know. I think it has to be Arcane Golem. I have no faith in the Lightwell combos.
Lightwell doesn't do anything. Well, this is pretty good.
Yeah. Good old Shadow Word Pain.
It's an interesting deck so far. We have some high quality cards, but we're not quite... Oh, there's a good one. We're not quite curving out the way I like, but we're also not falling behind, and we're just getting very little value. Like, we have some holes in our deck already. Because an Elven Archer, even a Worgen Infiltrator, it's kind of a hole. Here we go with the Shrinkmeister, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. And we have the Shadow Word Pain now, which will be... We could potentially kill a big minion with it.
Yep.
If we can combo them. I mean, we'll most likely play it on 2, I suppose, but if it comes up later, we could be happy.
Youthful Brew, Gurubashi, or a Cult Master?
Yeah. I feel like I've been maybe unfairly down on Cult Master. I mean, it's obviously a card you don't really want to play on curve, well, unless you have a whole bunch of tokens, but it is one of those cards that can win a game if you are able to get like 2 or 3 cards out of it. I mean, I think Gurubashi is probably too slow. I mean, the only class that I would consider it is Mage, and even then, it's kind of an okay card in my mind. But I mean, I would probably get another 2-drop myself, but I would be fine. I could be persuaded to Cult Master if you feel strongly.
I think we would go with the Cult Master, just because we have 2 2-drops, and Worgen Infiltrator kind of functions as a 2-drop already. I don't want to get to the point where we like have to drop down a ton in value, because with the 2-drops that we're being offered are like, we don't want that many 2-drops. So we don't have like a good draw engine. Like, we don't have any Northshire Clerics yet. If we had a Northshire Cleric, I may be persuaded to do Youthful, but I think the Cult Master is very good for this deck right now. Like, we have nothing above a 4-drop, so it can conceivably allow a lot of little things like Elven Archers, Worgen Infiltrators, Pint-Sized Summoners, right? Like, they can all trade it. True. We have an Arcane Golem, maybe in a late game situation.
All right, yeah, that sounds good. Well, good old Dark Cultist in my mind.
Yep, I would go with the Dark Cultist over at Northshire.
Yeah, especially since we just got that Cult Master too.
Yeah, Dark Cultist is just kind of an insane card. Like, when they designed it, especially in GVG, it's like, this can't possibly be fair compared to your other options at 3.
Right. I mean, when Priest had the only 3/4 on 3, it just like kind of revolutionizes it.
They're like, everyone else gets dancing swords.
Yay!
All right. Here,
a better version of dancing swords.
Yep. And I'm guessing we're taking that because we're still kind of missing 3-drops.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like the Giblin Stalker a lot, and I think we rate it very high on the tier list compared to what its 2/3 body normally does. But again, I'm not that desperate for 2s yet. I'm not going to pass up the Ogre value right here.
Yeah. All right. I don't think we have any. I guess we have Dark Cultist as the only other. Oh, Yeti too. But I think Power Word Shield is probably still much better than Undertaker.
Yeah, definitely. So we have 2 Power Word Shields now. Alright. Abusive Sergeant or Frostwolf Warlord?
My thinking is Frostwolf myself. I'm a little concerned about having too much. I mean, I know that things have gone a little bit faster in the post-GVG world, but I don't know. I like Frostwolf since you hope to have things on the board. We don't really have much else. It kind of acts as late game, I suppose, if you're able to be greedy and hold on to it.
Yeah, and we have no even sort of late game right now, which is kind of concerning on pick 18. Yeah. I guess Mind Control is late game, but yeah, especially if we have stuff on the board and we get stuff to stay on the board, Frostwolf Warlord can become pretty good for the Priest. There we go.
Yeah,
that's a solid card. I do like it. No matter how much GVG shook up the meta, your staple cards like Yeti, like Silverhand Knight, like Senjin, they're all like approximately the same value.
Yeah. Some things never change.
Yep. Oh god. This is happening. This is happening. This is definitely happening.
We got to Deathlord it.
We have to Deathlord, yep.
Oh man.
Yeah, people who watch the stream a lot will know that we have a very good relationship with Deathlord here. He usually works out for us. I think probably more often than for most other people.
All right, well, good.
And it's a priest. Like, if any class is taking a Deathlord, it's a priest.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, counterpoint, 2 Power Word Shields.
Angry Chicken. Also a Shattered Sun and a Dark Cultist.
Oh gosh.
Let's not. Let's do the Deathlord.
Oh, good.
1 Holy Nova, always good.
I think so. No Valen's chosen yet.
Nope.
Kind of a shame. Oh, just another bad 2-drop. Well, I guess crazed is something. It does something at least.
Yeah, I'm okay with crazed, especially with priest and shadow words.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned with. I mean, that's the second 2/2 though, and yeah, we just have the Shrinkmeister as the only like respectable 3-drop or 2-drop.
Yeah, we need to focus a bit on the drops. We have a lot of random utility cards right now. And we have our 5-drops all settled.
Yeah, I think so. I think Chet was talking about we passed up a lot of Mind Blasts.
We have. We could have actually made a decent Mind Blast deck.
Yeah. Oh, it's a shame. Someday.
There's the Valen's Chosen.
Yeah. Probably. I mean, I know you're a 2 mind control type person, but
yeah, no, not passing a Valen's Chosen.
Not. Yeah. That's
especially if you Valen's Chosen like a Deathlord. Come on.
Oh gosh.
Come on. You just win the game.
What do you do to a 4/12 with Taunt?
Prophet says, Outwicked, why does Ratsma hate Holy Nova so much? I don't know. Ratsma has different valuations of cards than we do. So I don't know what to say about like something like he just thinks it's slow, and to be fair, it is. It's actually very slow. And 2 damage doesn't do as much as it used to. It's just that as a priest, you have no other way of clearing the board, so it kind of fills a niche. Yeah,
I think it's. I mean, if you're ever behind, at least it's there, and it's somewhat hard to play around. I mean, I imagine I would probably get Shadow Word Pain. I mean, Holy Smite is good. We have a few 1-drops already, and I feel like
we have a bunch of like miscellaneous 1-mana cards. A Noyotron's kind of a 2-drop.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of. I mean, what are your thoughts on that card? I have had poor experiences with the Noyotron myself, but it's.
I really like it, but not like compared to I think what its like actual statistical value is. I really like it because of its ability to just change the entire board. Like so many times where you think about how you can be screwed, the answer is a Noyotron. Because it functions, it lets you do a lot of things on the same turn, and it often functions like a Sunwalker in the late game. As an actual 2-drop, it's only good if you have 2-drops you need to protect, which we don't.
Right.
And it's also a mech, which allows it to combo with a lot of things. So I like it, but Shadow Word Pain just has so much value.
Yeah.
Especially with a Crazed Alchemist and a Shrinkmeister.
Yeah. I think that's true. Will you take that over a standard 3/2 or a standard 2/3?
I would sometimes take it over a standard 2/3. I would not take it over a standard 3/2. 3/2s are still just because as a 2-mana card, you want it to be playable on turn 2 much more than you want its late game effects.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
So the Noyotron kind of hedges it. Yeah, let's go with Shadow Word Pain and hope we get actual 2-drops. All right, that's fine. I'm not gonna complain about a Harvest Golem.
No. Yeah, we do have a lot of 3s, as you mentioned. We just end up having a whole bunch.
Yep. Oh, come on.
Oh boy, we have no 6-drops yet. I mean,
right. Do we take an Archmage or the...
Well, we can't play Arcane Golem on 3. We need something with Valen's Chosen. Obviously, Death. We don't have...
I just realized I haven't been showing people the actual Hearth Arena thing I've been using. So now it's on.
All right.
Sorry for not having it before. But we've been mostly going with Hearth Arena. I think we made like 2 picks or maybe 1 pick against it.
All right. Oh gosh. I mean, we have no late game right now.
Yeah, we have no late game.
I mean, and I don't know. I don't mind Archmage that much, especially in Priest, just because that huge body. I mean, it serves a similar purpose. It obviously can't kill something else that's very big, but it's difficult for people to remove efficiently. And then if you're playing it, you can keep it healed up. I mean, I think based on where our deck is, that's what I would do. But at the same time, it's so hard to pass up a Spider Tank because it's such a good 3-drop.
Yeah. So we have Ogre, Harvest, Deathlord, Cultist as our 4 core 3-drops, and we have Shattered Sun as a condition and Valen's Chosen as conditional 3-drops. That's enough. We don't need a Spider Tank. I mean, Hearth Arena's saying the same thing, but Spider Tank is so good. We can like really just shift Shattered Sun to be like totally not a 3-drop, right? And that'll still work out for us. Okay, how many big things do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. We also don't have enough big things. I think Archmage may be the correct pick here.
Yeah, too bad there's not many other spells. I mean, I guess priests don't have that many damage spells outside of Holy Nova, really.
All right, your final decision: Spider Mage or Archmage? I mean, Spider Tank or Archmage?
Yeah, I think I'd go Archmage, but it'd be sad leaving the tank on the board.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. Oh, it's back.
Well, we could use another 4-drop.
Yeah, definitely. You don't always play Cult Master on 4.
Yeah, so that's fine.
Yeah, I agree. That's fun.
Well, there's a big card. Although we're not gonna have 2s. I don't know how we're gonna come back on the board like this.
Oh, goodness. We're gonna have to Shadow Word Pain everything or hope that our Worgen Infiltrator can do some work.
Yeah, but we're Tempo Enforcing, not another Light Spawn, right?
Yeah, I think so. That card is... I love that card. I think Temple Enforcer is so great.
Yep. And again, not a 2-drop. All right. So, in retrospect, we should have taken that Youthful Brewmaster. Definitely. I forgot what we took it over, but I went for some value in the early-ish game, and I passed up the Brewmaster. Because at that time, we had a good number of 2-drops. But we picked the Cult Master over the Youthful Brewmaster.
Okay.
So we definitely, like right now, you would trade this Cult Master for Youthful Brewmaster in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the question here is, I mean, obviously we don't have that many 2s. Master Swordsmith is not really even a 2, though. I mean, Master Spell is also bad. Oh, gosh. I mean, I don't know. What are your thoughts here?
Like, I don't know.
It's like we kind of need a 2, but it's not going to get the job done either.
I'm really tempted to take the Master Swordsmith.
Yeah.
Just
I
because
think it's probably right.
You can at least Valen's chosen it.
That's a good point.
You can maybe Crazed Alchemist it on the next turn. Like, I don't know. You can Power Word Shield it to have something to do. Although when you're going to turn 3, we already have turn 3 plays. It's a pretty good combo with Deathlord.
That's true. Yeah, I think it is probably the pick. I mean, playing Master Spell on curve is disaster.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah, oh, you can also, the chat brings up a good point. You can play a Shattered after it and make it an actually good card. Yeah, I think we're going for the Master Swordsmith.
Oh my. This deck is very strange.
Yeah. I mean, it does have late game now, so we are kind of just stalling in the early game.
That's true. We do have that mind control.
Yeah.
It's always there.
Yeah. All right. Master Swordsmith or Master Spell?
I think Master Swordsmith probably.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah. Just because I'm not sure we'll have enough ability to Master Spell at any point in the game and not die in response immediately.
Yeah. Oh boy. So it's like pretty much any 2-drop we get in the starting hand we have to keep, and like I was just hoping for Shrinkmeister pretty much, hoping that we don't actually get to use its utility in this run.
All right, why don't you talk a little bit about the deck, how we expect it to play, and strength, weaknesses, predictions, and I will snip our deck list.
All right. Well, I mean, I like the fact that we have the 2 Power Word Shields, and we do have a few... I mean, we have some 1-drops, so I mean, I think our run will probably improve significantly if we are able to land the Worgen Infiltrator. And I guess Elven is not really something we want to play on turn 1. I mean, I think, to be honest, I think part of this run is going to depend on what the enemy has on their turn 2, because if they have... We kind of have to hope that they have 3 2s because then our 2/2s can at least trade. Otherwise, if they play 2/3s, where we start the game behind, it should be a bit of an issue. At least it looks like, yeah, the 3-drops, we have some pretty strong ones. It's our Cultist, Harvest Golem, Brute. You know, we have a good variety of them that can all do different things. Shattered Sun, if we do, by some miracle, get to land something on 2 that stays, that could help out. But yeah, it looks like we have a lot of utility in the deck. We have cards that do stuff, but it doesn't look like they do anything in a really cohesive manner.
Yeah,
they're all doing something a little bit different. I would say that our strength probably lies in our mid game. You know, we don't have that many 4-drops, but they're all pretty good as long as we don't get silenced by Light Spawn. We have, I mean, our 5-drops are pretty good, and then if we are able to stick those and then, you know, drop a Temple Enforcer or something, then things shape up. So, I mean, yeah, I think we probably have to play this somewhat conservatively. I mean, trying to, doing our best to clear, probably using those Shadow Word Pains in the early game, hope that we can get to the mid game, and at that point just become the priest that heals stuff. And mind control, if we need to.
I think we actually have a ton of late game, so this is going to be a value deck. It's a value deck without that much value, but
No.
it has enough to survive, I think. And that Deathlord will actually be very good, because all Deathlord does is it delays the inevitable, and that's what we need to do. We need to delay as much as possible.
Yes, I think so. So probably no tempo, no bursting down people anytime soon with this deck. It's like...
Luppy1 says, Odwick drafts are usually quite terrible as compared to what Ratsma usually gets, but that makes the stream more educational. Well, I'm glad something good comes out of our less good draft options.
Yes.
I think it spirals. I think we get a lot less like normal decks, and we get a lot more like bad decks that are either missing something very vital, we just never really had a chance to take, like this deck and 2-drops, or we get like really good decks. Because we do have some, like, at the end of yesterday, we had that awesome Druid deck with, like, 4 swipes and just, like, totally curves out. We had an Iron Bark that, like, didn't even get used because we won the game before then.
Yeah, that's a good sign. Yeah. The Druid can win before their late game. What is the worst you've ever you've gotten on this stream?
I don't know. Have we done a 1-3? I know we've done 2-3 once.
Okay.
I think 2-3 may be the lowest we've gotten on this stream. The Arena Coup's lowest was a 3-3 Warlock. Poultryizer was a 2-3, I think. Personally, I've gotten 0-3 once, but I get 1-3s, like, not the most infrequent thing.
Anduin versus Jaina.
I think we should be able to get above that point.
The light shall bring
Oh, there we go. We got our curve. We got the combo.
This is our curve. We keep it, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, Master Swordsmith, I mean, it's one of the better 3-drops right afterwards, and at least against Mage, they can't really...
Oh, we have a super curve. Elven Archer in turn 1. So I actually want to Elven Archer this turn.
Really?
Because I want him to ping. Like, I just want the tempo.
True. Okay, I think I can deal with that. Yeah, he'll probably coin out then. And then we dominate the board with our Master Swordsmith.
And I really want him to think we're stupid. Right? Because this is a really stupid move. So I kind of, it's a very first game. He's 0-0-2. Assuming he doesn't know who I am, I think there's a good chance that he thinks we're total noobs now, which can be played to our advantage. And like we said, this deck just needs to get to the late game. So this is the best way to get it to the late game. That's an awful response to what we just did. Oh, no, there's more.
Double mirror.
Oh, he actually has the perfect freaking counter to this Elven Archer.
No.
That's fine.
Yeah.
The Elven Archer is going to be a 2-1. So, ha! Joke's on him. He still needs to ping.
And then we can drop the bomb.
AGH2 says that is such an Odwick to play. It is. It's on the tricky side, right? Like, what's he going to do to this? He has to trade or he has to ping. If he pings, we get exactly what we want. He frostbolts that, which is actually a good move on his part, and he trades. So we traded 2 for 2 with our 2 shitty cards.
Perfect.
Yep. And now we Deathlord.
Yeah, I think so.
Death does
I mean,
not scare me.
Even if it burns the polymorph, that's okay with me.
Yep, and he can't. He's used the coin, so he's got to do something first.
Now on the empty board,
Move.
do you think? I guess my thought is probably playing the Yeti instead of the light spawn, just because the next turn we'd probably also play something. Because if we play the light spawn, we wouldn't be able to heal it.
Yep.
Afterwards.
I'm 100% with you. I don't think we need the light spawn yet. Let's hope he doesn't have a fireball.
Yep. Let's see what happens then. As you said.
Not a fireball. Awesome.
No.
His deck looks so bad right now from what we've seen of it.
It's going to make ours look really good by comparison if this turns out.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Let's keep pinging that.
Alright.
Alright. We can actually drop 2 things and heal the Deathlord, which will set up our Frostwolf the next turn.
Yeah, I mean, Frostwolf 6/6 right now, which is still in fireball range anyways, but I don't think he has it. If he would have had it, he would have played it.
Yeah.
I think that's probably fine. I mean, keeping the Deathlord up a little bit longer while we still put more pressure on the board.
Yeah. And Pint Size, if it stays alive, allows us to Frostwolf and heal again the next turn.
That's true, yeah. That's a good point.
Okay, so I'm taking the Yeti into the 3/1.
Yeah, I think so.
I must consider.
And then I'm healing the Deathlord up. He doesn't have a fireball, so he's not going to get rid of it.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Summoning portal open.
Build the board behind it.
I smell blood.
And we play into the mind control tech if he does have it.
Yeah. Oh my.
Good for him. Oh my god, he's gonna slowly ping the egg.
Wow. Oh boy.
Does he want to ping the Yeti to death?
Oh goodness.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
we could
as
Crazed
much as-
Alchemist and Frostwolf Warlord.
that. Yes, that does work. Well then, one. Yeah.
Or we can just Frostwolf Warlord and heal. I think we'll probably Frostwolf Warlord and heal.
Just you think bring the Yeti back instead of in case of Blizzard, or do you want to keep?
I would keep healing the Deathlord.
All right. Yeah, we might. What's he gonna do to it right now?
Yeah, right. He's not gonna do anything. We're gonna unstealth the 2/1. He's not gonna kill the 0/1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fine, and I think it's true also with the Crazed Alchemist. Like, we are gonna kill those mirror images anyways. It's
Yeah.
not really worth putting it down.
Coming through.
Good thought on bringing up the ward. Obviously, he really wants to bring that egg out.
Yeah, right. Like, that's fine. You can bring the egg out or kill the Worgen. I think it's an obvious choice.
Oh boy.
I'm flying.
That's bad for him.
That is very bad. I mean, he must have Flame Strike? If
Yeah,
he's,
I think he has to be
planning that
setting
next
up the
turn?
Flame Strike. It's fine
Even
by
that's
me.
terrible. Heal it.
Yep. I'll even put out the Light Spawn. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that'd be fine. He obviously doesn't have a mind control tech, and it's going to survive.
Yeah.
And then I think at that point, 10, 12, 16.
We could
And
even
we can
also
come
Crazed
next turn.
Alchemist something.
Wonder.
Although I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
there's anything we want to Crazed Alchemist is the problem.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably save that if we can push for lethal next turn or something, like Crazy
Okay.
the Death Lord.
So the question is, do you want to just trade the Yeti in to totally remove the egg? I think we should do that.
Well, how much damage do we have? I mean, if we go face with... If we have 12 damage otherwise, yeah, I guess we could do that and then safely have lethal afterwards.
Yeah. I want to make sure the Yeti doesn't die for nothing.
Yeah. I think that makes sense. I think that's fair.
First kill.
Like, we're kind of doing his work for him, but
Yeah.
this is just the safer play, and we're so much ahead.
Yeah.
He just has things he can't remove. Yeah, and we can always crazed alchemist the Death Lord to deal extra damage if he doesn't kill it, and he like removes our other stuff.
Yeah. So if he flame strikes now, I have 8, 9.
Let the pain speak
Yeah, we would kill him anyways, even if he
The
does flame
light
strike.
protects me.
Yeah. Good for you.
Oh, feel kind of bad now. So this is definitely a 0-0 match.
Yep.
We got the good side. Could shrink my our own thing and then create an alchemist.
Yep,
Kill
that's
it.
exactly what I was thinking.
God. If he gets a taunt though, this is a terrible idea. Oh no.
Oh, way too much VM.
Oh no, it was worth it.
It was worth it. Hold
What we're
on.
doing.
2, 1. Okay, we don't have lethal, but we're close.
Yeah. Oh, that's sad. Nothing ventured, nothing gained though, right?
All right, let's see if he can make us totally regret our decision. I really wanted to see what the Death Lord brought out, and we didn't have a good way to like deal an extra damage without it. So
Summoning portal.
I feel like that play had to be made.
I mean, oh, it's good stuff. But yeah, I don't see anything that he can do really to save him here. I mean, Frost Nova would
The
preserve him
light
for a turn.
protects me.
Oh, he has so much early game, and they're all not that great.
Aww.
Well played. Well played.
Coming through.
All right, that's fun.
That
We
be
actually got value from our bad 2-drops.
we did. We got he frostbolted it, and it was the right play on his part too. That's the thing, because
Yeah.
it would have made our Death Lord into a very big threat. So that's what happens when Death Lord works. It just stays on the board the entire game, and your opponent can't go through it.
Yeah, that was nice. I mean, I think the biggest thing with I think it's better in Arena definitely than Constructed because there's probably less things that people can do directly to destroy it. I mean, Kodo is the nightmare.
Yeah,
Right.
and Shadow Word Pain,
That's true. Shadow Word Pain.
Deadly Shot. Those are the
Okay.
3 killers.
Anduin versus Uther.
Ah, boy.
I will fight with
I think
honor.
Paladin is probably my
Light
least
shall
favorite
bring victory.
opponent in the new meta.
So we keep the Dark Cultist through everything else? Or do we just pretend we don't have a 2-drop and we keep 2 3-drops just so we can use the coin like that?
I think we do. I think those are pretty much as good as you can get. I would almost argue keeping the Harvest Golem
Yeah,
too,
you're right.
just because we have the answer to pretty much anything.
Oh, you want to keep all 3 3-drops?
I would consider it.
I would only keep 2. Because you also want to
Alright.
be able to draw a 4-drop.
That's true.
So
Yeah, I
we're
guess
keeping the
we got
Dark
some
Cultist. We want the Harvest Golem or the Ogre Brute is the question.
Yeah.
Harvest
I
Golem,
think
I
I would-
think, provides a little more options.
Yeah, and that shielded mini bot, for example.
Yeah.
Harvest Golem is better against that.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Ooh, nice. Oh,
There's our curve.
there it is. Pretty strong curve too.
Now we need a Worgen. Turn 1 Worgen. Come on. That's not it.
He's
Death
back.
Lord play. We don't need to. We don't need the Death Lord.
No.
I'll show them. I'll
Alright.
show them.
We'll Harvest Golem this guy.
Yep. It would be nice to have that too, potentially.
Or we can Death Lord this guy. And then Shatter Sun the Death Lord. He actually can't kill the Death Lord this turn, so we can actually Shattered Sun it.
Yeah, unless he had qualities. That would be the one thing, but that would be...
Oh, yeah.
I wonder.
It's still...
Is that a little too greedy? That's probably a little too greedy. We have Harvest Golem. It's a perfect answer.
Yeah.
Let's not be so greedy. And we don't have like a turn 4 play where we can heal our Deathlord and do something else.
That's true.
Best card in the arena. I'm guessing you mean commons, because otherwise, you know, Tyrion. But if you're talking about commons, I think Flamestrike is definitely still very much up there. But I've always thought Fireball is better than Flamestrike, and I don't think that's changed much.
Yeah, I mean, Fireball is just so flexible. I mean, we'll say I think Flamestrike is just one of those cards that it obviously just changes the way that you have to play that class, you know, completely. You have to always keep Flamestrike in mind against, you know, when you're playing a mage. Do they have it? Do they not? And then overextending only when you know. And I assume you pop the secret here, even though
yeah, pop the secret. Play the Dark Cultist first.
Yeah, that makes sense. Of course, now we have.
Well, no, play a second. I'm okay with the Dark Cultist being at 1 health. What's he gonna do? Actually pop it?
Yeah. And now it's we have to kind of have to hope. I feel like there's so many things that the Paladin can do on turn 4. Because I mean, I guess if he wants to True Silver, I assume kill the Dark Cultist, and then we at least have something that's going to live.
Yep, we'd have a 2/4. Oh yeah, Fire Elemental. I forgot about that card. I have just not played Shaman. Shaman's like such a dead class in my mind right now. But yes, Fire Elemental is still the best. You're right.
That is a great card. Although I actually think that sometimes people, I mean, I think everyone hears that it's such a great card that they will pick it over. I mean, you generally pick it almost over everything, but I think that sometimes you pick it too much, and then so you're at a point where you have no early game, and even when you know when you're behind the board.
Ooh. Oh, come on.
Oh, sad.
Reporting for duty.
Wow. That
he doesn't trade. He didn't even attack. See, I mean,
well, no, he attacked. He killed. Used the spider tank to kill the Wisdom Cost. So he couldn't. All right. What do we do here?
Well,
we could Crazed Alchemist and kill something and drop a Master. The Master Swordsmith is gonna die. We can't drop a Master Swordsmith.
I wonder.
I mean, if we drop the, I mean, we could drop the Yeti and just potentially trade into one of these and give the Yeti the buff and make it a 4/8.
That's actually good. So which one do we trade into?
I mean,
because it's gonna make the other one into a 6/4.
Right. Oh, yeah, 6/4.
Which is fine. He still can't kill the Yeti with just it.
Yeah, because it'll be a 4/8 unless it's get down, but even that is okay.
Yeah. Or we can heal and try to get some value out of this.
Not too quickly.
I mean, I would be okay just running or getting rid of the spider tank here.
Fate is sealed.
In case he has another way to heal. Still can't kill it. The following turn, I mean, I imagine, I know, I generally like to play the highest cost minion on curve when possible. So Silverhand Knight.
Yeah. I think that's a trap for priests, that you want to heal your minions, but you have to get to a point where you have the board before you can start healing.
Yeah.
Because you'll always get more tempo by playing cards than using your hero power.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, some of my most successful priest runs were when I'm just like, I'm kind of ignoring my hero power right now because I have so many good late game cards.
I wonder. Reporting for duty.
Oh, Deathlord is so coming out next. This is such a Deathlord turn.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Yeah,
I can't imagine a more Deathlord turn than this.
Yeah, and then heal the Yeti? Yeah. Or do you want to put something else out too?
Oh, no. We can also put out a Master Swordsmith. Or we can Crazed Alchemist the 3/1. So it can't damage the Deathlord.
Oh man.
But that's kind of going into the consecration.
Yeah, because 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, he still wouldn't be able to kill the Deathlord, but everything else would wipe.
3, 4, 5.
Maybe the Master Swordsmith.
Yeah, I'm okay with the Master Swordsmith.
All right. And yeah, I think you probably don't need to heal the Yeti quite yet, especially because it'll be protected.
Yeah, because if he consecrates, he still can't kill the Death Lord.
Death does
That's it. I mean, hopefully Blessing of Kings doesn't happen.
We're okay if it does happen, though, because we have the answers right on the board.
Yeah, that's true. And I guess we heal, get whatever we get from the Death Lord, or whatever we give up.
Mm-hmm. Zelna says, will you guys be releasing stats aggregated by Hearth Arena? Yes, eventually. Probably not until February. We want a couple months for it to like gather data. And we also don't have anything in place that's actually like doing anything with the data right now. And that's not like a top priority. So probably later. This is fine.
See what he gets.
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
X marks the spot.
Still fine.
Really?
Okay. All fine.
Oh. Yes. Alright, so unfortunately, I guess we don't have... I mean, I assume we probably want... Well, the Yeti's going to die even if we would heal it. So it's probably worth running into the 6-3 is my thought.
Yeah.
And then probably the 1-2 into 3-1.
Yeah.
And then the question next is... I mean, we can't... Silverhand Knight would just... He'll trade his 4-3 into the 2-2 and then he'll clear the rest of it. It's kind of... That's not that great. So many shenanigans we can do with the Crazy Alchemist here.
Well, we could... Okay, so I'm thinking we could Shatter Sun, the Mechanical Yeti, and then it'll live if we heal it.
Okay, and then run it into the Kazan Mystic.
4-3, yeah. It'll set up a pretty good consecration for him, but he has a sword out, so we have to play around the sword, and Silverhand kind of feeds into the sword.
Sure. And then do we just leave the 6-3 around?
Yeah.
Or do you want to... I imagine it's too early for us to Arcane Golem.
Yeah.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Oh yeah, from the heal anyway. We don't have the mana for it.
Let's hope he doesn't have consecration.
Yeah. This is a pivotal turn. He'll be able to clear us and put something down.
Yeah. Ah.
Oh boy.
There it goes.
Oh.
It's fine. I didn't care that much because there was an Arcane Golem. Like, we can clear that 6-3.
Yeah. But then what? Well...
We need to clear it, otherwise we're gonna die, so...
Yeah.
It's not much we can... This has to be played.
Has to be played. I'm thinking, like, late spawn, I mean, he gets it for free, pretty much. With the, well, the weapon charge, and then he'll trade in the spider tank. If he goes that way, he might just go face, I guess.
Yeah.
It's probably... I think once we have to do that, though.
Yeah, I don't think we have a choice.
Yeah. Well, at the very least, we can... Next turn, if we survive here, we can sort of taunt out.
Yeah, I mean, we will survive. He's not going to kill us this turn.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Okay, where are our Shadow Words?
Reporting for duty.
It's true.
Could use that Shadow Word Death right about now. Yep, he's going to play the board.
Yeah, this is not looking that great.
Fine. Shadow Word Pain. Not good enough. Not good enough.
Can't swap anything either. I mean, I think we'll probably put that down in the Pine Size. Or do we Shadow Word Pain at 2-2? Well,
Yeah, that's pint size.
I wonder.
Squire, attend me.
Yeah,
Ready,
'cause
sir.
Shadowward Pain, if we survive, we'll probably get a better target than a 2/2.
Yeah. Who do we taunt up? Because otherwise we'll die. So we're taunting something up.
Yeah.
I guess the 4/4, because it doesn't matter. He's going to just efficiently trade to everything.
Yeah. I think it might as well be the 4/4.
Grinning portal open.
Well played.
And well played.
You have 1 damage.
Someone else is sad if you can hear that.
Reporting for duty.
Doesn't
Nope.
really matter.
Nothing's going to do it.
Oh.
Well played.
Alright.
You have best.
Too bad.
Yeah. He needed to not have that consecration.
Yeah.
And we needed to draw some of our actual good cards. We had with Dark Cultist, and then we had none of our actual good cards drawn.
No. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we really could have gotten around being vulnerable to consecration there. I think it was just the strongest play we had.
Yeah. I mean, we could have just traded down, but then his sword would establish the board anyway, and we'd have to get back on the board somehow.
Yeah. It's the power of true silver. They're showing.
Yep. If you guys didn't know I was streaming today, you should follow me on Twitter. That's when we announce Poultryizer stream times. We don't really have another way to communicate with people, so I'm not quite sure. Because this is Poultryizer comes in kind of like whenever I feel like streaming. It's not really or me or Merps. I'm hoping to get Merps to stream next week when I'll be busy. So maybe that'll happen as well. But he's sick right now. But yeah, if you want to know when we stream, like a little bit ahead of time, then Twitter is your best bet.
Uther.
I will fight with honor.
The light shall bring victory.
Okay, but I do think I was trying to go for. I was a little greedy when I was setting up the consecration. I think trading may have been the better thing because we do have a very good late game. So I think we can kind of like go for that. Do we even keep the Valence Chosen? What are the odds we actually are able to use it?
Yeah, I was inclined to toss it, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, if we get one of our 2 drops, we be good, but of course, most likely, our 2 drops won't survive too long.
I'm always sad about throwing away a Valence Chosen, but
Yeah.
oh, we had a Worgen. We could have done something.
But our trusty Deathlord is back. That's good.
All right, we're in the 1-loss bracket now. Things should be okay. We can't unstealth it, or else he'll just tap, and then oh no, but then we could Deathlord, which we're gonna do anyway.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let's do it then. I almost forgot about Deathlord.
Yeah,
How
that's
I
our
could do
turn
that.
3 play.
Yeah, in fact, we might actually be.
Oh no, he's gonna try to eat it instead of going for value.
Death does not.
Oh,
my.
he's going for it. Where's our Shadow Word Pain?
We got 2 of them, I think.
All right, well we can heal.
Standoff.
Death does not scare me.
Well, we don't need to trade it in yet. He can't do anything to this guy.
Right. And use his coin at least so he can't immediately Blessing of Kings or anything.
Yeah, or Consecration.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't really have a turn 4 play either, so yeah, it looks like
We'll have a light
bash into it. Oh, the light spawn. Goodness. Apparently I just can't see. That's what's going
We
on.
have a great turn 4 play. Although we'd have a better one if we ended up with Shadow Word Pain.
Wonder.
Yes.
My eyes eyes are open.
He can heal too.
We can kill right now with an Arcane Golem. I think we do it.
Yeah, I think probably. I mean, ours is going to die next turn because we're going to put down. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. We have a decent amount of late game in the deck. Granted, we have. Yeah.
He's going to start trying to outtempo us, and he probably will. But we have a Shadow Word Death, so that should help control the tempo if he ever tries to put down really big things.
Right.
I'm comfortable with just getting hit of the minion on the board right now.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too.
Nice.
Not too bad.
Like, the Arcane Golem gives him too much mana, but it also gives us the tempo right now. Like, we got a 6/6 on the board on turn 4. And we have ability to deal with his big things. And he doesn't, as a Paladin, he can't deal with our big things. So, that's why I was fine making this move. And next turn was his turn 4 anyway, so chances are he had like a True Silver or just something else he wants to use. Yeah, okay, this is like the super inefficient way to remove this. I'm okay with this. He gets a big thing, that's going to get killed, we're going to eat something, and we're going to heal up. So, it's perfect. We'll Shadow Word Death it, we'll eat the 3/2, and we'll heal ourselves. Right?
Yeah, I think so. We could also we could use Crazed Alchemist and switch the 1/3 or switch the Farseer, and then we have a 2/2 that can trade into the 3/2 if we wanted to do that as well. It puts another thing on the board.
It does. It puts another thing on the board. Yeah, no, you're right. I like that better.
And then turn 6 we could light spawn, and then we could heal as well if we want to.
Yep. I like that better.
You love my new recipe.
No consecration.
Oh, that's true. At least this time he would probably. I mean, he pretty much that's all he'd do that turn.
Mm-hmm.
Wanna blow something up?
True Silver? I don't think he has a True Silver. He would have used it before. You can't target it.
Yep.
Unless it's a Shadow Sun Cleric. Yep.
Let me think.
I mean, yeah, it's obviously not a Dark Iron Dwarf because he could. So I wonder if that's like a Blessing of Might, or maybe that'd be kind of inefficient for Blessing of Might.
Yep. Bombers, man, they've been killing us this run.
Let me think.
Alright, fine.
Move quickly.
Yeah. Didn't get to progress his board too much, at least.
Yeah, he needs to trade into that. I don't know what he's doing thinking of attacking our face at 30 health.
Oh, goodness.
Alright, we just Drake.
Yeah.
Job's done.
So let's see, we have Spectral Knight still, as far as late game is concerned. Alright, so it was Blessed Kings.
Huh? Wow. Man, this guy has no fear.
Mind if I roll
We could totally buff this Drake if we, you know, had something that does that.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't, so he's gonna get another card out of it.
Right. I mean, on curve, probably Swordsmith and Frostwolf get a 6/6. At least it trades with it.
Yep.
I think so.
Bring me
Now,
steel.
do we trade?
Yeah, kill the 2/1.
Yeah, I suppose even Consecration. When I mean, we still have something that will kill this.
He's gonna get his cards. Ha! Good.
There we go. Well, worst case, if we cannot deal with it in the next few turns, we can mind control it, but then we probably die. If this thing is still around that long.
Yeah. He's actually not outcarding us.
Let me think.
I mean, he will after he draws another card, but it's just by one. It's fair. Oh, don't have a True Silver. That'd be a really weird play to save that True Silver all that time.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have any more Shadow or Deaths, so we can Pain, trade, drop a Light Spawn, heal our 1/1 up.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best play here. Unfortunately, Light Spawn won't get the Master Swordsmith buff, but I think we just have to deal with that card.
It's time.
Alright, even on cards.
Yes. Just poof.
That's fine. That's what the Swordsmith is there for, to clean up your 1/1s. It's fine by me.
Shields up.
Okay. Wasn't planning to do anything different.
Yep.
Perfect.
Right. Yep. Pretty straightforward. Now he just needs to Deathwing us. Right here.
The damned stand ready.
Come on! Mind
pretty
control
buff
next
Light
turn.
Spawn.
Drop something huge. No, he's got another card on us now.
Alright.
Oof. He knows we can, like, try to make it so that we buff the 5/5. If we just suicide everything else. That's, like, totally something doable.
Yeah.
Let me think.
Not on my watch.
I guess we do mind control something. Ooh. Pop. Pop. Make this guy huge. No. No.
Yes.
We have to kill it like that. And then we can Dark Cultist into the Emperor Cobra, which will make the Light Spawn huge. That'll be a 4/4. It'll be a 6/6. And then we lose the Cult Master, but we draw 2 cards. That's actually not bad.
Yeah, I think Cult Master is better here. I agree with that.
Yeah.
So sorry, you're popping the Swordsmith into the 4/4 Divine
Yeah.
Shield? Okay. Yeah.
It's time.
And then I'm using the 5/5 to remove the 4/4.
Yeah, I think that's good.
And then using the 3/4. Oh.
Does
that change things?
anything?
Well, let's see who
I-
buffs
Fate is
first.
sealed.
Yeah, I guess this actually might not buff the Light
Yeah.
Spawn as a downside, but we still will kill it, yeah.
That's fine too.
Choose quickly.
Oh boy. I think we probably, yeah, do the trade. I think we just put the redrop out to heal that, right? Yeah, brings it out of those guys' range.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Alright,
Just-
things are looking better now.
Yep. Things are looking even better. I like where this is going.
Sometimes.
Aw, he's not even going for our face. He has to go for our face. He's giving us cards? What is this? Did you not realize? He has to go for face.
Wow, well, yeah, now he's just... It's pretty much over at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think we continue to be conservative, right? Like, we just keep putting this up. We could even power word shield to get the... to allow it to survive from the raptor. I guess that and the heal. Oh, then we won't be able to play everything on her. No.
Yeah,
so we could, I guess with that Elven Archer we could clear the board.
Yeah.
If we wanted to.
Okay.
Spectral Knight.
So that's happening.
Who's next?
Yeah.
Actually, no. Let's just get cards.
You think so? I mean, we have so many cards right now.
I want to keep the Cult Master alive, so I want to heal it after it kills the 5/5.
Okay, but if we like, if we're in the 5/6 into 2/5, it's at 5/4. We could heal this, and then we can.
Yeah, but now it's at 4 health. Now a sword will kill it. I'm kind of okay drawing a card.
That's true. Okay, that's fine.
Like I don't think we need the Valley. Yeah. Oh, we can Valence Chosen.
One shot.
I don't think we need to Valence Chosen yet, though.
Yeah, I think we can play it like this. We are in full command.
Mm-hmm. He can't drop anything big. He can only drop small things.
Reporting for duty. Medic!
This is dying.
A shot.
Oh, the card advantage. It's beautiful. Now I know generally you don't play around mind control.
I am playing around mind control. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like at this point we have such an advantage.
I am playing around the mind control. It would be really sad if this thing got silenced, though. We've built up the biggest freaking Cult Master ever.
It's so beautiful.
Reporting for duty.
Can we win yet?
So close. I mean, we... Yeah, I
We still
think
clear
that's
the
fine.
board. We can Shadow
Right.
Paint it, I guess. There's
Yeah,
no
I mean, I
point.
don't know. Yeah, I think we might as well do the trade now, and then we can drop another Archmage,
Yeah.
and like we'll still have lethal next turn if we hit him with the Cult Master for 7.
Yeah. Will we? Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially now with the Holy Nova.
Are you ready for this?
I mean, yeah. I think normally I wouldn't do that, but yeah, it's like we already have it.
Yeah. He's got
It's like
nothing.
no card they have is
Yep.
going to save him.
Reporting for duty.
I hope you like my invention.
Why did he make a dude first?
Shields up. Red alert.
It's gonna be nice when we. Ah, I wanted to Holy Nova his entire board.
Right. A little scary for a while there, but
Yeah, but then we recovered in a big way. That's Priest. You get to the late game, and the game is kind of yours if you don't die.
yeah. I agree with you though. I think that he definitely made a mistake at the end of that game, not by going face. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we had the obvious card advantage at that point. You know, he's playing a priest. We have the board.
Yeah.
You just have to just go for it and hope you can draw into things. So, I'm happy he helped us out there.
I don't think it would have ultimately mattered. We would have just started healing ourselves, and we'd be out of the range.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so that's why we Arcane Golemed in the beginning.
It's true. Yeah, we were able to clear it up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think if I was playing with myself, or like playing by myself, I would be more concerned about doing it. But I do think yeah, it ended up being the right play. I always hate giving them that extra mana, but it worked out. I mean, I guess we keep Crazed Alchemist.
Oh god, do we really keep Crazed Alchemist? Oh, but he can't. If he moves up to Flame Imp, we can't play this card. It's like not a 2-drop.
Yeah.
He has to
Do we just
coin
send
out a
it back?
2/3. Like we can't play it as a 2-drop.
So he displayed nothing? I mean, yeah, it's true. I guess if he puts anything on.
Yeah. Like, the odds of Cult Master... Like, he needs to either put out the 1/3 card. I guess there are some outs.
I mean, I would rather have it as a potential turn 2
fine.
than nothing, because we don't know, you know, our hero power does nothing.
Fine. He could also whiff. He could also just pass the turn.
Yeah.
Unlikely,
But yes,
but
if he doesn't have, I mean, if he plays something, as you said, like a Flame Imp, you know, obviously, yeah, we just can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I can fix anything.
So that is one of the ways in which this does not work, but we need to. Am I correct?
I think so. Yeah.
You love
It's
my
1-for-1 card.
recipe.
Assuming he doesn't do anything funky.
Powering up. Portals online.
Yeah, he can attack our face. We're trading in. He knows it. Oh no, yeah, he... Actually, no, yeah, he's probably clear. We could have Valens. We don't, but we could have. I don't want him to ramp out something big, but I don't want to Shadow or Pain here.
Yeah, I think it's still Dark Cultist. We just
Hope and
he
pray.
doesn't have like a Paladin Shredder. At least then, you know, we should have... We get the Mech Warper this turn, most likely.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he could do Shadow Bolt.
Good. Harvest Golem and Worgen Infiltrator?
Yeah, I think so. I mean...
He doesn't seem like he has something to ramp out.
Yeah.
What's like a 5-mana mech?
Right. Milaron's head. Bust that one out on us. Yeah, no, I think this is fine.
Please put out Ascension. That would make my night. Oh, he did ramp out something. What do you know? Oh, he had a coin. He could have actually ramped out even bigger things.
For the crusade!
Alright, that's fine. We got 1 mana out of it. Now we have a better Shadow Word Pain target.
Yeah. Ooh. Can you do anything with that?
We can trade both into the Harvest Golem, Elven Archer, the Harvest Golem, and then Shadow Word Pain the 3/1.
Yeah, I think that is probably right. Yeah, Shadow Word Painting the 3/1 makes the most sense. It's just a huge pain. I mean, Sorry, I'm thinking, well, if we Elven Archer the 3/1 and then run the 2/1, it's gonna die to those. Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think the first play is better.
Okay. Just it clears more things. That's all.
Yeah. And we still have the Harvest Golem. It's still in its pre-death rattle phase. That'd be nice.
No, I was gonna kill. Oh, you mean ours? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're getting out of the early game somewhat intact, at least.
With a huge card disadvantage.
True.
Oh, that's fine. Let me make the trade.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Huge card disadvantage, and he can tap. This is bad. Yeah. He should definitely tap. Whatever else he does, he should definitely tap. This 3 damage isn't really going to do us anything. Oh, maybe it will. Please attack us. Please attack us. Oh, don't finish us.
Someone call.
That's fine.
Yeah. Fact.
Holy Nova, heal ourselves, run it into the 4/4.
Yep, I think so.
Don't blink.
All right.
That's not good.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
Oh,
At least he has
that's okay,
bad
though.
cards. I got a Frostwolf. The Silverhenge is gonna get eaten.
But I mean, well, yeah, we lose the 2/2. But it's like if Frostwolf, we just play a 4/4, whereas here we play a 4/4/2/2,
That's true.
and then we'll have at least something else on the board.
All right.
Squire, attend.
I mean, we lose a part of it, but otherwise we're playing Frostwolf at the bare minimum it can be.
No, he's tapping. He's finally started to tap. He's gonna win this. It's kind of just nothing we can do.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do. Light spawn wolf, kill the 2/3.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we're gonna have a strong board at least. But yeah, I mean, he'll be generating the card advantage. My hope is that he drops something really big, really soon, and then we're able to just, it doesn't matter how many cards he has, maybe we can gun him down.
Yeah.
But I guess he's a Warlock too, so he probably doesn't have a whole
Your
bunch of
magic
huge
shall
things.
not save.
Oh no.
That's not good. Yep. Just a bunch of not good things.
Alright, well, hopefully we draw something good.
I don't think that's gonna happen. We're down too many cards.
Yeah.
Let us see if this works.
GG's.
Now comes the very slow death.
Yep. He's gonna repeatedly tap. And we are dead.
Eyes are open.
Yeah. Do we have anything to come back? We do
Not really.
not.
Use their Holy Nova. I mean, the mind control is like we just hope that he does something crazy. Like drops Melganis. Even that will just die to his board.
Do we go face?
Sure. I mean, he'll get more from the ghoul, but it's what other hope do we have, really?
Yeah. We don't have anything. That's getting mind control.
Yep.
Clobbering time.
Well, I hope he goes face with all this.
Yeah. I mean, he has to. Because he didn't trade the 3/3, which is his best thing.
Alright.
Let's mind control this.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Sludge Belcher, I mean, so good against this board, too. I think.
Kill the 3/3. Otherwise, it's going to get huge.
Yeah. I think, yeah, that's fine. But even with this, I don't think that there's much we can do.
Nope.
Unless... 0-5.
Nice. Hopefully, he has to trade both in. Nah, Mortal Coiled. Long, slow death. I think we're done.
7, 10, 12.
Hey, not dead.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Lives again.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah.
This 4/4 can't even target the right thing. Yeah, no, I mean, we were dead before our light spawn got silenced.
I won.
No.
Yeah.
No, you should just go for face. You definitely go for face.
Yeah, I would make no sense for him to run
I am the blade of the gods.
best of way.
Man, this guy has a ton of heals.
Well, that looks like probably yes. The
13
Light
health.
Spawn, at least.
If only the light spawn was actually in light spawn.
You have best.
It would have actually been dead if it was a light spawn, but
Still though, can't silence it forever.
yep.
Okay. Did you see anything there that we had a different line that we should have gone, or that?
I don't know what we could have done. I mean, the game flipped on us pretty quickly.
Yeah. And he had a lot of spot removal.
Yeah.
That helped him out a lot.
He had a ton of spot removal. And he Kodo'd us.
Yeah.
Wasn't the worst Kodo, but still Kodo.
Right. And I mean, I think like, the big swing card we have, the Holy Nova. I mean, I think that was our only option at that turn to play it and clear his board.
Because it's not like his stuff was vulnerable to Holy Nova. Like his future stuff. They all had a decent amount of health. Like at least 3.
If only we had picked those 5 Mind Blasts, says chat.
It's true.
Oh, what a different run this would be.
Watch your back.
The light
Well,
shall
we're keeping
bring
the
victory.
pain. Do we keep the swordsmith?
This comes back down to that situation where it's like, even our 2-drops are not really good 2-drops.
Yeah. I guess we don't need to keep the swordsmith. Because we can coin out 3-drops.
That's true. Yeah, and we have a lot of good ones. So I think I'm fine with that. That'll be okay. Just kind of hope that the rest of our 2-drops just don't even arrive.
Coin out the Harvest Golem and Shadow Word Pain.
I think that's... yeah. Better to put something else out there. Get that, response on turn 3.
Which one of them is Adwikta? I am the guy on the bottom. Mr.Shine is on the top. Oh, what? Again. What?
Alright. That's a thing. Okay.
What? 2 loss bracket. Makes us
Maybe we
unable
can't
to
do
actually
anything.
plan things.
Wow. Yeah, I wish we could have punished that by putting more on the board, but no.
Bring me
Oh yeah, Mr.Shine, you're the first American white person on this stream. We've had Europeans. Yep, we've had Europeans, but not Americans.
I feel honored. Okay.
Oh, he's gonna shadow step it again. Yeah. There was a German dude, there was a dude from Finland.
Yep.
Oh, where's our Holy Nova? And that was way too perfect for him.
Yes. I mean, the light spawn, put that down. He could. You can't do that much to light spawn, I suppose. I was thinking, I mean, is it worth even Shadow Word Pain anything here? Like, we could Shadow Word Pain the 3/2 if we wanted to, or the 1/3, and then trade to one of the 2/1s with the Harvest Golem and drop the Worgen.
Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I want to actually Shadow Word it.
I must consider.
Yeah, because I mean, he's burning a bunch of cards that put a lot of things on the board now. It's like, if we can just keep him at bay a bit. Do you think Shadow Word painting the Swordsmith is best? I mean,
I think the Swordsmith is the right play.
Yeah, because then we can Worgen into 3/2 later if we want.
I must consider.
Let's do it.
All right.
He's probably. I will say this: the Swordsmiths have been getting a lot of really random value. They're more annoying than it seems.
Yeah. I mean, if there's stuff that sticks around, it can help, but. Yeah.
Well, there goes our plan. Hero power, clear the board. Or not. Okay.
No.
I don't know why you thought that was better than your hero power, but thank you. Spectral Knight. You can't target it.
Yeah, I suppose you can't target it. Yeah, that's good.
And then we can Temple Enforce the next turn, and then we're set.
Special delivery.
Nope. Fine.
Very well.
Oh yes, please get cute. Thank you.
Oh really?
Yep. He decided to get cute. He's like, he can't heal it. I'm fine. But we can heal it. Doesn't do much, but it will kill the 3/3 and still stay on the board.
Yeah, I think it's still the best play.
Yeah.
And then of course he has to deal with 6/6, which.
He's pushing a little too hard, but I feel like he doesn't have a good late game. Shry says, how good is Lightspawn? I never had great times with it. If I recall, is there a proper way to play around it that I am making mistakes with? To play it for Lightspawn? I mean, you don't drop it on turn 4 usually. You want to drop it later on when you can heal it without a tempo loss. That's all I can think in terms of how to play it.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather have a regular, stronger 4-drop in general, just because, you need to maintain it a lot, it seems like, and of course silence kills it.
Yeah. But. Here are just the cultists and the Lightspawn.
Yeah, I think that's,
Just get as much tempo out there as you can.
Yep.
The damned stand ready.
No need to get fancy with the power word shield on the Lightspawn.
Nope. And both cards serve pretty well in this situation. At least according to the board, that there's nothing he can. I mean, you could kill the Lightspawn, but he pretty much still has to take everything down with it.
So many options.
Okay. I'm okay with this.
The Shiv, 2 Fan of Knives. The Miracle Rogue here.
Whoa, whoa. He's letting us kill our Dark Cultist onto the Lightspawn. We need to start healing ourselves.
Yeah, that's scary. Oh boy. I mean, I think. Well, we could Silverhand Knight, Power Word Shield the light spawn to trade into the 3/6. Then we can sack off. Oh no, maybe Power Word Shield first so that we don't accidentally give the buff to the wrong thing. And yeah, that will leave us 2 mana to definitely heal face at this point.
My
I don't know.
fate is
The
sealed.
only reason you'd give the priest a chance to stay on the board. You're just about ready.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
I mean, I like our position, except for the fact that it's a little frightening. I mean, he hasn't used any eviscerates or anything yet. Yeah, that one assassinate.
Eviscerate.
Blood.
That's cool. Yes, please do that.
Alright.
Very good with this.
Yes. Bye.
Alright, we're gonna get this Frostwolf out, so I guess Shrinkmeister, just to have something on the board.
Yeah, maybe dummy to -2.
Let us see if this works.
And yeah, I agree.
You
Let's
insist.
keep healing our face. I think that's the only way we can really lose at this point.
To battle.
He has such card advantage, he can sprint, and then it'll super anti-tempo him. He needs to mind control tech and sprint. And then I think we still win. But it'll be a little nicer for him. That does not help him.
I smell.
That also does not help him. Where's our mind control?
It's been here every other game right away.
Crazed Alchemist. Wow. Alright. Let's just kill the Force Tank Max. Heal ourselves. Have nothing change. Drake to draw a card first.
Yep, I like it. Obviously, he does not have a mind control tech.
Oh, it's not even gonna die.
So there we go.
Oh, it's really not gonna die.
Okay, I think we can afford not healing this turn, right? He has 1 card in hand, using Shadow Word Death to save.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I mean, he'd have to like have an eviscerate now and draw in. No, even in drawing into an eviscerate wouldn't do it.
You insist.
He doesn't have enough cards for me to be scared.
For the Lich King.
That's not an eviscerate. This one I don't care about. Alright.
Alright, excellent. You've not tied for the lowest score you've had.
We have not. We have avoided infamy. Alright.
I did.
Gives up.
Well
Awesome.
played.
That was the power of always drawing first before you make your plays. Right there, that last portion.
Well, Leroy Coldblood, yes. Okay. This deck it's unstable. That opening is really problematic.
Yeah. I mean, I think, there's too many times where this deck is just going to lose right away, and, our late game is not going to save us. But,
Yeah.
if we can get there.
June Cloud said, I live down the street from where Merps is going to school, small world. He started playing Hearthstone and he was sick, couldn't leave the apartment, and then watched both your videos and my videos, so
Oh, nice.
it is awesome that we are playing together. We've been talking about this for like a month now, about getting Mr. Shine on the stream.
Yeah. I know.
We should keep one of them.
Yeah, I think I would keep the Ogre Brute in the Death Lord.
Yeah.
I mean, as nice as it's been for us this run, I think.
No, I would prefer the Ogre Brute. If he burns an Eviscerate on it, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Job's done.
Not having 2-drops really sucks.
It does.
Although we haven't been getting Cult Masters early either, so... Even if that Cult Master was a 2-drop, I'm not sure we could have done anything.
Yeah. At least we have a very good 3-drop.
It's clobbering time.
Awkward turn next turn. We have to Shattered.
Yeah. At least, I guess if he plays like a Yeti or something.
Please play a
chance
Yeti.
of clearing.
Thank
All right.
you.
Feeling lucky. Oh, well. Is that might be better, right? Because then if we miss, we don't lose 3-2.
Exactly. It's kind of a waste, but...
I just hope he doesn't have a snap. Oh, no, it doesn't even matter as much.
He's used this coin, so he has to... He's eviscerating that thing. That's fair. 2 for 2, he's used this coin, and we get the Spectral Knight.
Yep, I'm liking it.
I'm feeling good about this.
Now we have a 6-drop as well.
Well, the Valence Chosen wasn't that bad, because he couldn't assassinate on his turn 4, so... Doesn't matter too much even if it misses. He's gonna hit something at some point. Whoa. He's just... Okay. Alright.
I mean, I think we still stay on curve here, right? Just
yeah.
Make the trade. Like, that's... I mean, we still have so much life too scared. Now we have an awesome Holy Nova if we need it.
Yep.
Unlikely, but...
He's starting to hit face with a priest at... Alright. That's still fine. Oh.
Okay.
Well, now we start healing ourselves every time.
Yes.
Do we Holy Nova this? No, we can get better temp. No, we can't get better. Yeah, we could. Shatter Sun and Master Sword.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And heal face? Yeah, I think that's good.
Heal face. Just trade our Spectral Knight in.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Actually, no. Let's keep everything alive. Do we really think he has mind control tech?
I don't think he has mind control tech. And I do like the idea of having us actually keep things alive, too, because he has that huge weapon that, like, you know, even if something survives with 1 HP, you have to use his weapon to run into it.
Okay.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
But then we're probably going to heal face, I assume.
Yep.
Don't blink. Bring me steel.
He's definitely gone. He's like all in with this.
He's all in with this, yep. We have a Holy Nova which will heal 2. And then we have our continuous heals.
Come close.
Doesn't have Blade Flurry.
Well, this Holy Nova is going to be good. We are definitely Holy Nova here. Oh, nice. We're not Holy Nova. I guess we're still Holy Nova.
Yeah,
because it'll heal our Archmage up, and then that'll hopefully take care of whatever the Piloted Shredder drops, because we're trading in the Shattered Sun Cleric.
Sure. Or we could also give 1 attack to the 1/3, the Swordsmith, if we wanted to do that. Although
that's tricky, but I don't know how we're gonna deal. Oh, and then we have to trade, but then we have to trade the Archmage in.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, I think it's fine. The first one you had said.
Yeah. We could give 3 at health. That's not. Yeah, let's just Holy Nova.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, we have cards and board at this point,
Yep.
and our health is still in good spot.
Quickly. Don't blink.
It's time.
Cards, we have board, we have bunches of Shadow Word Pains if he goes small, we have Tempo Enforcer. No, don't eviscerate.
For the crusade!
Alright.
Alright. That's what I like to see.
Yep. I mean,
Shadow Word Pain, Tempo Enforce, Rolling Blade, go to the face.
yeah, I think that's fine. Let's do it. We have that Shadow Word Death if we need to now.
It's time.
He's switched over into control, so now let's see what control cards he has. He needs a lot of removal. Or taunts, I guess, that have 4 health. That's not a good start for him.
Oh my.
He's just doing it to... he's going for the I need to live. Which is fair.
Yeah.
Well played.
Okay.
Well played.
It's fair enough. He was in a pretty bad spot. We had 22 health.
Yeah. He went for it, then stopped, and then was like, oh, now I'm in this awkward position.
Yep. I mean, he stopped because he couldn't finish that. That from like 30 health, that was an insane gambit.
Yeah. That was...
Like, we didn't even have any taunt or holy... Like, think about what we had. We had very little heal and no taunts, and we were able to withstand his, like, push.
Yeah. I mean, I would make that gambit on certain classes. I would definitely not make it on Priest, though.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Reach.
Dragon Lord Spike says, hey, Oddwick, have you gotten your 12 wins since GVG came out yet? Because I got 12-1 twice yesterday. Ooh, nice. That's good. I think the meta may be either, like, softening a bit in the new year, or I've actually just gotten kind of insane decks. Because I got a 12-win 2 nights ago and 1 last night. So in the last, like, 3 runs, I've had 2 12-win runs. From like,
wow.
Like they were very good decks though. Like, there were decks where you look at it and you're like, God, I hope this goes 12 wins.
Still, I mean, even those good decks, it's you know, it's impressive to get there because there's definitely those times where you have a great one,
yeah,
and then it's like you only end up 8 or 9 or something. You're like,
exactly.
What happened here?
Exactly. I mean, my rate is still lower, but it's going up lately. I always have this thing. Like I've said before, when Nax came out, it also took me a while to get my 12 wins back. And after about a month, I started beating my old record. I think that's happening now with GVG. It just takes me a while to adjust to the new meta as I'm like figuring things out and getting punished for like the ways I interpret things and what I do. And then I do that less. And then like this trial and error slowly balances out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I will fight with honor.
I'm still in that point. I've been having a bit of a slide the past, like, I think 3 or 4 have been like under 7. It's been like the 4 to 6 range. But it's been like, yeah, trying to find that right point. But I think once you get there a little...
I don't want to keep the Death Lord. Maybe I do want to keep the Death Lord. No, that's
we
sword
do
is
have
too bad.
the Swordsmith Death Lord combo, but I mean, those are 2 pretty bad cards. It's like,
Do we go
I think
for it?
want...
We're going first, so I kind of we have very few options.
That's true. We are facing a Paladin as well. I mean, the 1/3 could deal with his...
Yep, exactly.
Dude summon.
Let's go for it.
All right, let's do it. Let's roll the dice. We're 4 and 3, top of the world right now.
I mean, this deck was... I didn't think it was going more than, like, 6 wins.
Yeah, no, it's definitely below average.
So... Let's see if we can get this. All right, we got this.
It's happening.
Bring me steel.
Now, I hope we get a Valence Chosen so we don't have to actually play the Death Lord.
That's a
Because
good
no
point.
matter what, the Death Lord is still not a good play. Because we can't kill what he drops. We really can't kill this thing. No, that's the one I didn't want. You can't even get rid of it. Shattersun doesn't even do anything. Oh, if you just played a 2-drop, come on.
Yeah, we're probably still Death Lord, right?
Yeah, there's
I mean,
nothing much
that-
we can do to this thing.
No.
Death does not scare me.
I mean, we kind of have to hope that it hits face. And then we could buff the Deathlord next turn and heal. Or not heal, never mind.
Yeah. Worst case scenario. Okay, kill it, heal, Shadow Word Pain the Harvest Golem.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll have this be a force. Yeah, 3/6. I mean, he could still be able. If he has a True Silver, he'll still be able to crash the board and get something at that point.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, if we
Shattered Sun has the same result.
Yeah, that's also true.
I wonder.
And you're still left with 1/2 that you can't deal with.
Yeah. I kind of like putting the Shattered Sun out, I guess, instead of the I mean, I don't really like Shadow Word Pain in a Harvest Golem because it still has the same body on the board.
We could Shadow Word Pain, kill the 1/2, and then heal. I'm actually going to do that.
Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, I suppose. I think the Ogre has nowhere to go but into the Deathlord then.
Because he could miss. It's now no longer like a 100% thing.
Yeah. That's true.
If he has a sword. Otherwise, we still eat the 4/2 the same. And we could eat something even bigger if we get a 4 drop. Oh, he's going for it. Miss! Yes!
Alright.
Alright, now we can eat the 4/4.
Yep. And heal it back
Do
up.
we eat the 4/4? Oh yeah, we have to eat the 4/4.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Carry us, Deathlord. Carry us to victory.
And now he can miss and hit the 3/2.
Yep. Now we can buff the Deathlord with a Temple Enforcer.
Oh god, that's game.
Good
If that Deathlord gets buffed the next turn with the Temple Enforcer, there's no coming back for him. Yes! Okay, that works too.
Special delivery!
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, what are our choices?
I mean, I think we could Temple Enforcer.
We have the
Probably
Temple
the
Enforcer with the
Deathlord
Deathlord. Yep.
And then just trade into the Ogre with the Shattered Sun.
I don't see the problem with the Ogre. I want to trade into the 3/3.
I must consider.
Because the Ogre can miss.
True. So we just go face the Deathlord? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
I guess we keep protecting it, and then, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine, actually. It's against my instincts. But I think you're right. Because, yeah, there's really no good outcome for that Ogre at this point.
Like, unless he had a Blessing of Kings and he didn't want to use it up until this point. Like, that would be bad. But we could still Shadow Word Death it afterwards.
Yeah. And he still has a chance, of course, then, yeah, he could miss hit face if he does that, and then we just kill it with Shadow Word Death anyway.
Yeah. Oh, okay, finally got it. The Ogre has finally got it. Yep.
That's alright.
There.
The second time that thing
thing's
came up.
Reporting for duty.
Heal it, kill the Kazan, and then light spawn?
Do that. I mean, Crazed, no, it's not much value with Crazed here either.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably if we're going the heal route, and I think it makes sense to go heal to keep this up. I mean, you just use a Consecrate. You have a pretty bad Consecrate just to clear this off. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. I was trying to think if it'd be worth doing like a Dark Cultist, Crazed Alchemist. I think it's fine to get Light Spawn out here. He has no good way to deal with, I mean, silence, I guess.
Yeah. We're up on cards right now. And we have a Shadow Word Death coming for whenever he decides to drop a big thing, which he doesn't right now because he has a 6/2 to deal with. Alright, well, same deal. He gets a card. We don't care that much. Shadow or Death, Dark Cultist, heal ourselves.